Hello again, guys. Hope you're keeping well. Friday morning. Bit of a cold one this morning. My ends of my fingers are actually feeling proper cold. Not felt that for quite a while actually. Probably not since early this year. Anyway, me and Mike were just on a commercial job this morning. We landed here at 7:15, and it's a bit of a leaf clear up today. No grass cutting. It hasn't grown too much since we was last here. But anyway, I did a job on Wednesday, and a chap called Darren asked me about how I charge for the removal of waste. And most of the time it's built into my price, my hourly rate. For instance, where I was Wednesday, I charge an hourly rate. Whatever I charge for myself, I charge the same for what Michael does as well. So that's how I do it. Keep it simple. So if I was there on my own and did 2 hours, I charge 2 hours. If me and Michael are there, I charge 4 hours. But the removal of waste is built into that price because it keeps invoicing simple, and customers don't like surprises, you know. And but what I do if I'm quoting a job, I do write in if a large amount of waste is created in a short space of time, I may add on a man hour or 2 man hours, or sometimes like half a man hour or something like that. Try and keep invoicing simple. That's my opinion anyway, and don't sort of charge too much. But it's quite a subjective thing to sort of talk about really, because a lot of factors will depend on where your tip is, how far you got to travel to the tip, the kind of vehicle you have, you know, do you know a local farmer where you could tip? That's always handy if you can do something like that, where farmers will probably charge you per load, where at the tip you're paying for your weight. And if you've got a lot of leaves or something like that, it can get quite heavy quickly. You know, if you've got a small van, you might be taking your builder's bags out at the end of each day, and they might be piling them up till the weekend. I know a few local people do that here, and then on the weekend they're having to put all the bags back in the van and then travel to the tip and empty them. You know, you need to make sure you're getting paid for that time. You know, and it is swings and roundabouts. Like with my vehicle, it's very low handling time, and it's very sort of minimum trips to the tip. But on the other side of that, I've got a big truck which I need to maintain. It's an expensive truck, so I need to get my money back from that as well. So, you know, what you charge a customer really depends on your personal situation and your setup. But what I would do is try and build it into the price. Now, me and Mike were at a commercial job this morning, and I rarely take any waste away from this job because there's some good little dumpy spots, but I've still got it in my price. So there's an example where sometimes you win and sometimes you might not do so good, but I definitely recommend just keeping your invoicing simple. Now, if it's a one-off job, somebody you might only see once, or somebody you see once a year, then I would charge a higher hourly rate based on the fact that you're going to be taking more waste away. But for me, it's all about building up that regular client base. You know, I don't want to overcharge for getting rid of waste. I've got to find the balance, because I want to keep that customer happy. I don't want to be too cheap, and I don't want to be too expensive. And some of these customers, like the ones we were at on Wednesday, cups of tea, cups of coffee. I don't take many new residential jobs on these days, but I've kept the ones I enjoy going to. So it's not all about the money, it's about the experience as well, and having that good, reliable client base as well. So I hope that's answered Darren's question from Wednesday a little bit. So really, in a nutshell, you want to make sure that time you're using to go and tip and the price you pay is covered in your hourly rate. Okay, so hope that's useful. Bye for now.